Well, hello everyone and welcome to a super quick tip here on the MIgardener channel. We are out in front of Cindy's mint pile here. This is just a giant hedge of mint and it's beautiful, beautiful stuff. But it actually prompted me to film this video because I realized that there's a lot of questions of people coming up asking me that their mint has gotten really long and lanky and their mint has kind of lost its flavor or its aroma. What is something they can do? Is there anything that they can do? And absolutely, yes, there's absolutely something you can do. So what happens as your mint begins to grow, or really any perennial herb, it's going to begin to actually turn into what it is in nature. They aren't these tiny, short, shrubby little plants in nature. They grow as big as possible. They get large, they get manky, and they don't stay nice and compact in nature. So as gardeners, we have to intervene. We have to actually tell them, no, I need you to be a short, tiny, shrubby little plant. And so lack of maintenance, while this looks really good, I can tell you that the intensity of this has died down quite a bit. I can still smell a minty-ish smell, but it's nowhere near as potent as if it were to be cut back. So what we're going to do is we're just going to cut it all back. See all this dead stuff here, all this dead branchy stuff? I mean, it looks like it's really low to the ground because it's more of like a vining plant. It'll set down roots all along the way that it touches the ground. But you got to pull it up and see, okay, look, this plant here is probably close to, I'd say, 2.5 feet tall. And that's just absolutely crazy for a plant of that size. So what we're going to do, and we're not going to do it to all of this because I'm just giving you a demonstration. I don't think anybody in the world has as much mint unless you're a mint farmer. But if you just have a single plant, do what I'm going to show you. We're going to bring you in close and just kind of single out a single plant so that you can kind of get the concept of what to do. And don't worry, it's going to seem drastic, but it's really going to help you out in the long run, I promise. Come on in close. All right, so we've been able to kind of isolate out a stalk of mint here, and you can see this plant is extremely tall. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to come on in here and we're going to see how this plant right here, if I can get it out, see how this plant here is nice and green. Green growth is actually fragrant growth. If I take this and I smell it, oh, it is a billion times, okay, maybe not a billion, but it's maybe about 3 or 4 times more potent than the brown. This brown woody stuff here is old, mature stuff. We don't want to see any brown woodiness on our mints or any of our perennial herbs. So you can see this one right here. This is really nice and bendable, and it's green, and it's all new growth. This is what's fragrant. So what we're going to do is we're going to encourage that by coming on in here, and we're just going to cut it down to about 3 inches. You want to cut it all off. I know it's going to seem really drastic. And so there you go. You just cut all that off. All that is completely gone. Don't throw it out though. I mean, it's still got use. But we're down here. We cut this basically all back to just these little stumps here. And what that's going to do is going to push all new growth. The roots here, since it's a perennial, the roots hold energy. And the roots are going to actually say, whoa, I don't have any more leaves here. I got to push some more out. So it's actually going to push some side growth out of all of these little twigs here. And that's going to be great for you to regain control of your mint and keep it nice and short and bushy. And it's best to not even let it get as bad as it was, but it's best to actually just keep it clipped and keep it maintained before it gets that bad. But that's how you can kind of gain control on it if it does ever get too out of control. So there you go. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something new. And hey, if you got a wife or a girlfriend or whatever, put this in a pot of water, and in about 3 weeks, you not only turned a nice bouquet of mint, which smells awesome, you've turned a bouquet of mint into an actual plant, because these will actually set roots. Put these in water in about 2-3 weeks, you're going to start to see roots starting to come out of the plant. So don't throw these out. They make a beautiful bouquet for your wife or girlfriend or loved one. And there they make a great air freshener, and you can make free plants to go out to friends. So I do have another video on that too if you're interested in propagating your mint, but check it out. I think you all are going to love it. And yeah, until next time, hopefully you enjoyed this tip. Hopefully you all are growing bigger going home, and I'll talk to you all later. See ya. Bye.